am trying to stay distracted because the guy who has the habit of triggering my OCD did it again. This time it's like more undeniable that he was in the wrong. I mean, it's less undeniable. Wait, what? It's less deniable? Yeah, it's more undeniable. I was right the first time. It's more undeniable that he was in the wrong because, like, my joke did not say that 9/11 itself was funny. And I know we're off to a bad start when you have to start justifying a joke. But in my opinion, as someone who remembers 9/11 and, like, my mom had a coworker die that day in 9/11, I feel like I can compare Dolly Parton's death to 9/11 because for adults going through 9/11, it was the end of everything they had known. And Dolly Parton dying is someone dying that I have known to be a reality my entire life. And he DM'd me to tell me some sort of rant about children being insufferable and making jokes about 9/11 when I am not a child. I have children. So I screenshotted what he DM'd me. And then I posted the screenshot in the server that we had originally started talking, because I had just said I literally just said Dolly Parton. Hi, Dolly Parton was, what was it? Dolly Parton passed away while I was asleep, and he said it was like early this morning, and I was like, yeah, I went to bed at 7 a.m. and he's like, oh, fair. And I said it's like waking up to 9/11 being over / joke. And I guess calling it a joke pissed him off, because I said 9/11 in it. The joke part was that it wasn't as serious as I was saying it was. Not that 9/11 isn't serious. I feel like that's obvious to anybody else. That's just the OCD making me explain myself over and over again. Anyway, let's cut my hair. I unfriended him. It's been a long time coming. He often... I've had to modify my boundaries around him multiple times since meeting him, because we hit it off at first. He's like, I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. And I tried that out, and he was kind of lackluster. Like, it's good to shout into the void once in a while, but that's all it was shouting into the void. Not much feedback. And then I stopped going to his live streams because he was pretty rude to me whenever I would show up, regardless of what I said or did. He would just assume the worst of me. And so I stopped going to those. And then in the server where we met, we have this interaction today, so I unfriended him entirely. Should I just dunk my head in the sink? Or not the sink, the shower? But, Anyway, what was I saying? One of the things that he did that pissed me off and set off my moral OCD real bad was that in the server where we met, one of the rules is you have to censor the word French. So I did that as a joke in his chat, and apparently he didn't know that was a rule in the server where we met. And because I was censoring the word French, he called me racist. France is not a race. French is not a race. And if it is a race, I'm French. So after he did stuff like that multiple times, I just stopped attending his live streams. His loss. I just remembered something. I'm not gonna say it in the server unless he doesn't leave well enough alone. Is the other day, like a week ago, he made an Epstein joke, which is my generation's 9/11, and that was really distasteful. He made it directly towards me, and I survived the Epstein files. So, well, not the files. I survived the cult in the Epstein files. But anyway, it was funny at first, but now it's not. If he's gonna yell at me and say, go fuck yourself because I made a 9/11 joke, then he can go fuck himself because he made an Epstein joke. Alright. Hello, one viewer. Hello, two viewers. Hello, Lovelo. I'm doing pretty, realistically, I'm doing pretty well. Just had a OCD trigger pop up today, but I handled it maturely. Hello. There's nowhere to put this over here. On the light switch. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. The kitties are so cute. I don't know why my chat keeps disappearing. Okay, I'll go look for it. I haven't checked out my studio app, and that's usually how I find comments on my own channel, as opposed to like replies in threads on other people's channel. For some reason, my notifications don't tell me when someone comments. But my studio app, if I check there, it'll tell me recent comments on my content. And while I was on vacation, I got a laptop. Oh! Alright, I'll check it out for sure. Thank you for commenting at all. I love it when people interact with me. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, doing this in 2 different videos is helping me because it gave me time to really process what worked and what didn't. Hi, baby. Oh, goodbye, baby. I was gonna put you on camera, but you disappeared. I'm tired, but I slept all day. It's because I just started a new medication. Let's see if Gemini will help. Give me, there we go. I'm reshaving the sides of my Death Hawk, which is a mohawk where you grow the length out. So initially it starts out as a mohawk, but eventually it goes down to like here. And if you tease it and spike it and use hair gel, it'll stand straight up. Yeah, I've been doing it for years, and every time someone in my family passes away, I shave my head to start over. Well, not every person in my family, but like my mom, if my sister or my aunt or my nana pass away, like my mom's side of the family. Hello, Tiny Mouse. You know, we started calling you that as a joke. And then you just never outgrew it. You know that? Handsome. Yeah, you're so handsome. What was I about to do? Oh yeah, Gemini. And then I'm gonna grab more coffee. That was so funny, accidentally putting my pin on screen. Hey, 62! Screenshot. And let us... Well, if it won't let me, let's try again. Okay. And now the regular screenshot. There we go. Here, let me read exactly what I said to the guy. I said, if you have beef over what I say in a server, you can say that shit out loud here. First of all, I never said 9/11 is funny. I compared the end of something I've known to be a reality my whole life to 9/11. If you can't understand that comparison, then I will ask you to lower your voice. Second of all, DMing me to say fuck you is not mature behavior, so complaining about kids these days is pretty hypocritical. Thirdly, if you don't like the jokes allowed in a server, you are free to leave, but yelling at me for doing something I'm allowed to do just because you happen to witness it is not appropriate. Fourth and final note, I am allowed to joke about my lived experience, whether you also lived through it or not. So far, he hasn't said anything. You're such a baby. But also, I feel like if I had remembered that he told an Epstein joke, like literally just a week ago, I would have just led with that. I would be like, bro, you told an Epstein joke a week ago. You are not one to tell me what I can and cannot joke about. Especially like his joke was low hanging fruit. It wasn't that funny. I'm not saying that all Epstein jokes are not funny. Some of them are funny. Like I've seen jokes about what they are doing to Epstein in hell, and about him escaping to Argentina only to be, ended by violence and stuff like that. And those were funny. But looking at me going on a vacation on a private island, it it just feels like the joke about there being an island in the files is like, it's just low hanging fruit to every time you see an island joke about the files. It's like when PewDiePie goes into a horror game and every time he sees blood he yells, "Period!" Someone had their period in here. And he's been doing that, let's see, 14 years now. It's just not funny. I'm so tired. Do I just go to sleep? I forgot to open Gemini. Hello, Gemini. I am recording, so don't say anything about my location. I feel sleepy from my guanfacine.
It's completely understandable that you're feeling drowsy after taking your medicine. Make sure you get comfortable and take it easy while you rest.
I don't want to rest. Should I push through it and just drink more coffee?
It's best to check with your doctor or pharmacist about your medication and whether caffeine is safe for you right now, as they can provide advice tailored to your health needs.
My doctor cleared the caffeine. I'm asking, would it be bad if, because so right now it's nighttime, but I'm on a nocturnal schedule. I took the guanfacine at my bedtime schedule so that I could take it within the 24-hour window. And I'm new to taking it. This is like the third or fourth time I've taken it in a row, out of my entire life. And do I push through and keep doing chores, or do I take a nap?
Since you're new to the medication, it's usually best to listen to your body and prioritize rest when you feel side effects like drowsiness. Since it's a new prescription, consider reaching out to your doctor or pharmacist to ask about managing this effect during your awake hours.
Why is it best to rest?
Resting allows your body time to adjust to the new medication while managing side effects like drowsiness, which helps ensure you stay safe and alert.
Would it be terrible to do like just like two chores before I rest? Like, is the drowsiness, how long is the drowsiness going to last today?
I can't say exactly how long the drowsiness will last, as everyone's reaction to new medication is different. For the most accurate information, it's a good idea to check your prescription's information guide or ask your doctor or pharmacist.
What is the publicly available information on 2 milligrams of extended release guanfacine?
Extended release guanfacine is commonly prescribed to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in both children and adolescents. It is taken once daily, either in the morning or evening, and should be swallowed whole without crushing or chewing. You should avoid taking it with high-fat meals because that can increase the amount of medication absorbed into your system. The most common side effects include drowsiness, fatigue, and a drop in blood pressure.
In the first week of taking it, how long does the fatigue last if you take it in the morning?
There isn't a standard time frame for how long the fatigue lasts. Individual responses vary significantly. It's common for sedation and drowsiness to be most noticeable during the initial weeks of treatment and typically improve as your body adjusts.
I just remembered there's chicken in the fridge that I forgot to cook.
want to take care of that soon to keep it fresh. Are you planning to cook it right away or freeze it for later?
It's too late now because it's been too many days in the fridge to cook it, so I'll end up throwing it out. But I will thaw the package I have in the freezer.
That sounds like a good plan to avoid wasting the chicken. Just remember to thaw the frozen package safely, ideally in the refrigerator.
Okie dokie. I'm in the middle of doing a haircut, and then I was planning to make brownies.
Wrapping up the haircut sounds like a good plan. Are you ready to talk about the brownie recipe whenever you finish?
What do you mean by talk about it?
I meant I can help you with the ingredient list, step-by-step instructions, or any questions you have when you're ready to start baking.
I don't need help with the brownies. I know how to do them.
Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything else as you finish up your haircut.
That is not what I meant to do. Maybe I do need a nap. Who just sneezed? Was that my cat sneezing, or was that something outdoors sneezing? What a mystery. Is Peanut out there? Peanut! Where are you, Peanut? That's right, he's not wearing his collar. Is he outdoors? Enjoy the kitties. I'll be right back. Nope. Okay. I am gonna lay down and watch something and maybe take a nap. And if I eat all the chocolate I have instead of making brownies tonight, then I will just ask my aunt for groceries a day early. Hi, little tiny thing. No, I'm not cutting the length. I only cut the length when someone passes away, but the sides I keep shaved so that it doesn't get itchy. Good night. I will see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.